Hey everyone! Thank you for tuning in first off to my live that I'm doing here on my business page. I am doing the live here at my typical location because I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it on my business page because, well, why not? You get a different change of scenery right now on my live because I needed to have more room for you to see me because what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to do emotional freedom technique. It's called EFT for short. Many people know it as tapping. And I figured, there's a lot of people that could use that right now. It's a very powerful technique. What it does is it stops the disruption that occurred, the negative disruption of energy that occurred in your body when an event took place or when you've got negative, basically it's negative emotions that can be from a negative event, obviously. So with everybody and their being upset right now, well, not everybody's upset about COVID. I'm not. But there's a lot of people that are out there who are upset over COVID, who are scared, who are terrified. They don't know what's going to happen in the economy. I mean, like, I don't even know what's going to happen in the economy, but I still am not having that fear. So with everything going on, I thought, let's do a Facebook Live about this. Let's being able to show, you know, how I'm able to help you. Let's just do one technique that I know how to do within my hypnosis practice. So hypnosis is just one modality that I use. It's one technique that doesn't include the EFT. It doesn't include all these other things like NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. It doesn't include all of that, into just hypnosis because essentially everything that I know how to do goes way beyond just the hypnosis factor of it all. Well, anyway, I'm going to cut my chit chat. I'm going to get started here. So, there's a couple key things because there's some people that say that they haven't gotten any results from when they have tapped. There's a couple different things there's actually not a couple, there's quite a few things to look at if the tapping, you've done it and it does not work, as to how to fix it so that it does work. Because we're all individual, we're all different. Like myself, I have SI joint fusion, so those screws that are in my back could throw off the tapping from my SI joints above a little bit and below it. And that's where having somebody like myself who is trained in EFT, and even the advanced techniques like what they use for World War II to help people sleep, that's where it's going to be more beneficial to talk to someone like me who has that certification, that training in that. Another thing is that you may need to drink more water for this technique to work because, face it, our body is water. And with all that water, it helps generate the electricity that keeps the electric flowing in our body. We have electricity. That's where drinking water will help that electricity come up, like with that energy and everything. Another thing to be aware of is that electronics, like your phones, whatever, can throw off your body's electrical system, which can also affect the ability of the EFT, the emotional freedom technique, to working. So there's more than that. There's a few other things, but right now I'm just going to go into the techniques and be able to show you what I have learned, what does work. And like I said, this gets rid of that negative energy disruption. If you think about it like a TV set, like back in the olden days, not that far back off, before we had the flat screen TVs. And, when you tried to make the TV work, and sometimes you had to smack it a few times, or maybe you got a printer, you got to smack a few times to make that printer work because, well, the printer doesn't want to print. You just give it a few good smacks and it works. Okay, well, our bodies, in this case of this printer, is going to be very similar in that negative energy disruption by hitting it cause a negative energy disruption. But that negative energy disruption can still pass through, and our bodies have where like that negative energy disruption that caused that printer or the TV to quit working, with that having that negative energy disruption that occurred at that time, what it does is it stops it from working. You go smack it. Well, when you go and smack it, that helps it restart kind of in a way. And so like with the EFT, that's what you're doing, is you are making the negative energy disruption that occurred, the zzz, to continue to allow that negative energy to release out of your body, which stops a lot of the health issues that come along with not releasing negative emotions to negative events. So right now, that's why I'm doing the tapping, is because that is helpful for people that have the anxiety related to COVID or anything in general. You can use it for many different things. There's many different ways to tap. So for starters, you go find your collarbone, you go down about 3 inches. And I'm going to do it with everybody. So you go find your collarbone, go down about 3 inches, right here in your tender spots. And to start with, you're going to say 3 times. You can say it out loud or in your head, it doesn't matter. But for this purpose, I'll say it out loud. And I'm going to say, even though I have this fear of COVID, I deeply, completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear of COVID, I deeply, completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear of COVID, I completely, deeply love and accept myself. Okay? So then the rest of the time, the different areas you're going to tap just on that fear of COVID. This fear of COVID, you're going to tap 5 to 7 times. This fear of COVID, 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 this fear of COVID. Then you're going to tap on your collarbone, this fear of COVID, this fear of COVID, this fear of COVID. And then, the fun part for us ladies, underneath the breasts on both sides. So it's going to be like right up in this here area. You're going to want to do it. This fear of COVID, this fear of COVID, this fear of COVID. And I am tapping on both sides because that's what I was taught. Because you know what? It doesn't really matter either side you're affecting. This fear of COVID, 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 this fear of COVID. The other one, you can do this like this karate chop point resets it, but this fear of COVID, 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 this fear of COVID. You're going to do this areas one more time. Of course, you're going to do it longer. You're going to keep going with this fear of COVID until you bring it from scale of 1 being, 0 of doesn't bother me at all whatsoever. I can talk about it. I don't feel that negative energy charge like what I used to feel of, oh my God, we're all going to die if something doesn't get done about COVID. We're all going to die. As soon as you no longer have that thought process, then that's when you can stop the tapping. That's when I would stop, because then you're bringing it down to a 0. Now, 10 would be the anxiety before tapping, which is going to be like the fear of, oh my God, everybody's got COVID. We're all going to die. We're all not safe. Nobody's safe from COVID. There's so many dangerous people out here. It's horribly dangerous. I can't go anywhere because of COVID. I mean, if I step outside, I could get COVID. If I talk to the neighbor, I could get COVID. I need to wear masks and gloves constantly because of COVID. If that's where you're at right now, do the tapping that I just showed you on that, this COVID, and just keep repeating it as many times as you need to bring that anxiety level down, bring that stress level down. And like I said, I don't have that fear, so that's why I'm not going to continue the tapping part of it for this. I just really wanted to be able to show you that it does help stop that negative energy disruption that's occurred in your body because of a negative event. And to stop that negative emotional charge, tapping is one way, one technique that I do use to help. And it works wonderful for other things like sugar addiction. This works excellent. Just do not do like I did and just got done telling my niece, stop eating all my chocolate, and then tell her, you're going to start tapping. You're going to show her how to tap. And you're like, even though I love this piece of chocolate, and then you start tapping this chocolate with chocolate you just had in your mouth. It does not taste good. I don't recommend it because the chocolate will start tasting bitter, and it will taste bitter, it will taste sour, it'll not be very pleasant. So it does work. The tapping does work. And like I said, there's many different techniques, but just bringing that down from whatever level you were before, bring it down to a 0. And there's, of course, a couple other things you can do to help bring it down further. Once you get down to a 3, 4 range, there's different techniques that you can use after that to bring it down even further down to that 0 and to be able to lock that in and to seal it. So I appreciate your time. I want to do some more on, well, one technique's called anchoring that I had learned how to do. I just learned how to do it. So I want to be able to do that for a live sometime here soon. But I do appreciate your time and energy in watching this video. If you know of other people that can benefit from it, please share. And I appreciate your time in watching this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to be able to help. And I do wish you all the best, and thank you for watching.